Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Voting during a pandemic, the polls opening in just a few hours. What to expect when you cast your ballot on primary day.
We're going to begin, though, with a spike in COVID-19 cases in parts of Oakland County. Topping our news at 11 tonight, the health department says the rising number of cases in the South Lyon area can be traced to summer parties.
Jason Colthorpe joins us live. And Jason, specifically, these are graduation and prom parties.
Exactly, Kimberly, including one party organized by several parents whose heart was in the right place. They just wanted to give their kids a full senior year, but it backfired with an outbreak. Oakland County's COVID curve was thrown a curve in recent days, and part of the problem has been traced to South Lyon and Lyon Township. One look at the county's case map shows both are suddenly hot spots, and health officials have traced it back to recent graduation and prom parties. 50 new cases popped up in South Lyon alone, which is a rate of 15 per 10,000 people. In Lyon Township, there are 16, which is almost 23 cases per 10,000. We're told one party was organized by a parent who felt bad for the kids missing prom. Several of them tested positive, and that started a domino effect. Several businesses were affected, including Pro Pizza in South Lyon, which had to shut down until its entire staff was tested before reopening. Another positive was a South Lyon High School student athlete, which led to all activities, including fall sports, being temporarily suspended. Many of those close calls have been just that, close calls. The businesses have been able to reopen, and the superintendent got back to us tonight to say activities, including sports, have restarted in South Lyon. We're in Oakland County tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Okay, Jason, thank you. Well, we are now less than 8 hours from polls opening tomorrow for the primary election. We have several key races we're following, but the big story will be the different protocols in place to keep voters safe in the midst of a pandemic.
So a record number of people will be voting absentee. We know that. The polls, though, will be open for anyone wanting to vote in person. Victor Williams live tonight with what voters should expect if they are heading out tomorrow to cast their ballots that way. Victor?
Yeah, Devin and Kimberly, tomorrow is supposed to be one of the busiest days when it comes down to counting up those absentee votes. But on top of that, it's going to be an election like nothing we've ever seen before, obviously all because of the pandemic.
We expect to count between 70 and 75,000 absentee ballots. That's a lot for us, especially for a state primary.
Detroit City Clerk Janice Winfrey says Tuesday will be a huge day for voters here in the state of Michigan, tallying up those mail-in absentee ballots. However, in the era of COVID-19, the Elections Board is trying to make things easier on those who still want to cast their ballot the old-fashioned way.
We have the sanitation stations at every precinct, the wipes, the disinfectant for the hands, gloves, masks that we give away. All that's available to the public.
And those safety precautions aren't just in place for those casting a vote, but those people on staff as well.
We have masks and shields that they'll be required to wear, and there will be social distancing as well.
Tuesday, all 200 plus precincts will be open and available to voters. This year, in the interest of safety, voters will be able to make the choice without even leaving their cars.
If an individual pulls up to the precinct and say, I want to vote today, but I don't want to go inside, so we meet them at the curb and we process their ballot right there.
All this to make sure your voices are heard, so really there's no excuse.
We want to ensure that every vote is cast and processed on Election Day.
Now, that drive-in voting method is only going to be available if you've already registered to a certain precinct, and there are only a limited amount of them right now. But the good news is that if this is successful with that drive-in voting method, they're going to go ahead and implement that all over. And this is not the only place that's doing the whole sanitization thing, by the way. You can expect that in other cities like Troy. Reporting live tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor. So a lot for us to watch, but let's look at just some of the big races we'll be following. In Oakland County, a very heated primary for county executive. In the Thumb, crowded GOP primary race for the House seat that's being vacated by Paul Mitchell. And in Wayne County, Rashida Tlaib facing a primary challenge from Detroit City Council President Brenda Jones. So again, polls will be open 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. A full breakdown coming on clickondetroit.com. Now tomorrow at 6 a.m., Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson will join us live to talk about this unprecedented nature of tomorrow's election and what she wants voters to know, not only heading into tomorrow, but heading into November's general election.
Right around the corner.
Yep.
All right, let's check in with Ben, who's tracking some wet weather for primary day.
Let's see when we expect these showers to arrive tomorrow, Ben.
Yeah, we are going to see some light showers, guys, but I don't think this is going to have a big impact on folks heading to the polls tomorrow. Nothing like what we saw today. In fact, some of those showers and thunderstorms are still out there on Storm Tracker 4. So let's check out the South Zone specifically. We've got a couple cells that we're watching. This stuff just doesn't want to go away. Saw some downpours downtown, but right now it's Lenawee County that's seeing those showers and thunderstorms. Still a few lightning strikes there in the western part of the county. Not anticipating anything severe, but some downpours nonetheless. And of course, this is one of the places that's under a moderate drought. So any drops are worth it. By the time we get into tomorrow, we do have chances of rain. They look like they'll be in the afternoon. Again, light, widely scattered, and primarily in the north and metro zone. We'll look closer at the specific timing of that coming up in a few minutes, but you can see 75 is what we're expecting for high temperatures with low humidity. And of course, the big story nationally is Isaias, as it is almost on shore. In fact, it looks like that eye is right there on the Carolina coast. We'll look at the latest from the National Hurricane Center coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, Ben. An 18-year-old man is in critical condition after being shot outside a Warren hotel.
It happened just after 1 p.m. while the man was outside the Best Western Hotel near Van Dyke and 14 Mile. Police say someone drove by and opened fire. The 18-year-old was then rushed to the hospital. Police have identified a person of interest but have not made any arrests. A Troy man is charged with possessing a firearm while intoxicated. It happened Friday night near Beach Road and South Boulevard. Christopher Hogarth allegedly pulled out a shotgun over a neighbor's loud party. Hogarth was arrested and has since been released on a $2,000 bond.
Former Michigan State gymnastics coach Kathy Klages will be sentenced tomorrow in connection with the Larry Nassar scandal. Back in February, a jury found the 65-year-old guilty of lying to an officer during the investigation into sexual assaults committed by Nassar. He was convicted after two former gymnasts testified they told her about being abused by Nassar back in 1997. She faces up to 4 years in prison. A former Walled Lake teacher and baseball coach who was fired after tweeting support for President Trump says the district offered him his job back after board members and the superintendent received death threats when that story went viral.
Justin Kuchera declined. He was let go last month at Walled Lake Western when two tweets came to the administration's attention, one supporting the president and another against liberals. The Detroit News reports he was fired for the second tweet. Still ahead, more than 100 million Americans on the East Coast bracing for the potential impact of Hurricane Isaias.
We'll look at when the storm could make landfall and the flooding threat that's coming along the coastline. Tim.
A restaurant in our region is the first to get their hands on the COVID screening kiosk.
It's a game changer. When it gets to be seen exactly what it is, I think you'll see these in schools and sporting events.
We'll take you inside the Gentech screening kiosk and get to the bottom of what exactly is in the mystery mist.
I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. Tomorrow is a big day here in Michigan, primary election day. And with a record number of you already voting absentee and many of you making your way to the polls on Tuesday, I want to make sure that your voice is being heard. If you encounter any issues, these are all the different ways you can get in touch with the Help Me Hank team. If you have a problem, we want to know about it. Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.